Hi dorks, it's me Deirdre. So as all of you know, I am totally not a fan of Nancy, but apparently Ned really likes watching this channel. Hi Ned. So I thought today that the two of us would show you how to make Ned's favorite Scoops milkshake, the Koffee Kandy Milkshake. So first of all, we are going to make the coffee candy, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take a small saucepan, put it over medium heat, and melt 2 tablespoons of butter. While that's melting, let's talk about shaping the candy. Shaping the candy is completely unnecessary for this milkshake because it is going to be all crushed up into the milkshake, but if you do want to shape it to be like the actual candy, if you look at the box, it says that each box has 3 chocolate mugs inside. So, if you want to be accurate, there are a couple methods you can use. First off, you can take a strip of foil, fold it up, and shape it into like a cookie cutter, shaped like a mug. And when your candy's ready, you can pour your mixture into that and let it harden. Second method, you can take a piece of cardboard, draw a mug shape on it, and then take a piece of foil and press it around the mug shape until you have like a little foil bowl. It's okay if it's ugly. All that matters is that the bottom is shaped like a mug, and then you just pull out the piece of foil and pour your candy mixture into your little bowl and let it harden. Anyway, back to the candy. Once your butter's melted, you're gonna add a tablespoon and a half of white sugar and a tablespoon and a half of brown sugar. You're also gonna add 3/4 of a teaspoon of light corn syrup. You're going to stir that all together and let the sugar completely dissolve. Your candy mixture is going to look pretty ugly at this point, but that's fine. You just want to make sure that all the sugar gets completely dissolved and that you cook it for another good minute or 2 after that. So you'll see that your mixture is kind of like foaming, looking weird. That's totally normal for this. We're going to let it cook for another minute. I am not foaming and looking weird. I am not rabid. Once your candy base is good to go, you are going to take some instant coffee. For a basic, mild to medium coffee flavor, you're going to put 1.5 teaspoons of instant coffee in this mix, but you can up it to 2 teaspoons or so if you want a little bit stronger of a flavor. And then we're going to stir it until the coffee is dissolved in, and then we're going to take it off the heat. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a piece of parchment paper. If you're not shaping it, we're not shaping it in this case because it's just going to go in a milkshake. We're just going to take a piece of parchment paper and pour our candy mixture across that and let it harden. Parchment paper because then we can just peel it off easily when we're done. And if you are doing little coffee mug shaped molds approximately the size of what I showed you, that will do right at 3. So if you're finishing the candy just to eat as candy, once it has hardened into your coffee mug shapes, you are going to coat it with chocolate. So for that, you'll take about 1/4 cup to 1/3 cup of chocolate chips, melt those, and then either dip or spread the chocolate across your little mug shapes just to coat them. And when you're done, you're going to end up with something looking more or less like these that I made ahead. I didn't want to have to wait for them to cool down. So here we have a little chocolate mug, and we have 3 of these in here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to make our milkshake, but first let's get our whipped cream made because you can use canned whipped cream, definitely. But we have actual cream on hand today, so we're going to take a minute and beat that up. And we have showed you before on this channel how to make whipped cream, so we're not going to go through the full steps right now. Alright, so we've got our whipped cream, and now we're going to make the milkshake. For that, you're going to need some coffee flavored ice cream. About 1.5 cups, but our container today is probably about 1 3/4, so we're just going to dump the whole thing in. And we have our blender. We're going to dump that in there. Then we're going to take 1/3 cup of milk and add that in. in addition to the ice cream and milk, we are going to add the one batch of coffee candy that I made in advance. Let's break them in like half. And then we're just gonna blend it until it's all blended together. Top that with some whipped cream. And while that was blending, I put our fresh batch of coffee candy in the freezer so it's already brittle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the pieces and break it up into little bits just to throw across the top of the whipped cream. See how it is. This is the final product. And let's see why Ned likes it so much.
It's got a good coffee taste.
The candy ground up really well, and the nice thing about this, I just got a little chunk of it. It's more of a brittle candy, so even though it's in a very cold drink, it doesn't get so hard that it hurts to bite down on it. It's good.
You know what kind of tastes like?
What's that?
That TikTok coffee.
The whipped
It kind
coffee?
of does, yeah. It kind of tastes like the whipped coffee, except it's way thicker. It's like a milkshake version of it, which is pretty good.
Well, it is basically the same ingredients: milk, coffee, sugar. I like it. It's good. So even if someone was lying to me when they said it was Ned's favorite one, it's still really good.
It is
actually.
really good. I like it.
Surprising.
Surprising.
Well, I mean, like, we're doing this for Nancy's stupid channel, so
We
yes,
literally
it's
live in
surprising.
front of the ice cream shop.
Yes, but I mean, I didn't want to like a recipe that I was doing to help Nancy Drew.
I'm sorry.
But this is really good. You should try it, Ned.
Should.
How about you come over here and I'll make one for you, okay? I don't want to share it with you. I want to share it with him. While we're at it, I'm going to try some of the candy on its own.
Very good, yeah. This is not chocolate coated yet. This is just
plain.
candy.
It's got a nice little shininess to it. Let's see if we can get a close-up of the coffee candy. That's what that looks like there.
Yes. I drink so much coffee and like, I love coffee.
So you can chew on it, but it's got a good strong enough coffee flavor that you could just suck on it if you did it. Oh, get like the candy molds, like the rounded ones, and shape it so it doesn't have the sharp edges, and just turn it into like hard candies to suck on.
You could do that.
And you don't have to coat it with chocolate. That way you still can, but if you want to just leave out a step to speed up the process.
I like it. I put a little extra coffee in there to make it stronger.
This was right at 2 teaspoons instead of 1.5.
Perfect. I love it.
I don't know if I'd put any more coffee than that in a batch this size though. So do you have any final thoughts before we go our separate ways?
Come
Which
to my
is like
ice
me
cream
going
shop.
outside with another milkshake.
That was my last thoughts. Come to my ice cream shop.
Come to Scoop
What's wrong?
and try this fantastic milkshake because I said to.
And try the other flavors as well. Tell us how they are.
Yeah, let us know what your favorite thing to order from here is. Although obviously if you're not ordering the coffee candy milkshake, then you're not living right. Anyway, that's it. Bye guys. I would say this has been fun, but like I won't be here next week. You'll be back to the regular girls. Sorry, I know you'll miss me. I have shopping to go do. Bye.
Bye, everybody.